Hi, everyone, and welcome to our 5-minute webinar series where we try to cover important topics in the industry in roughly 5 minutes. So we've been covering a series of videos where we analyze our security benchmarking report on how security has changed in 2020. The first segment, we kind of looked at the overall state of the industry. Part 2 looked at the impact the pandemic had on security, and then we jumped into the top challenges. Today, we're going to finish the series on exploring technology's impact on the industry. Before we jump in, let's once again recap on the survey data. This report surveyed a sample set of roughly 300 plus security guard firms within the U.S., ranging in size and scope to accurately represent our industry at large. It provided us a reliable data set from which to draw the analysis and trends from. So, much like the larger market, the majority of respondents had under 250 guards, billed about 25,000 hours or less a month, and had between 10 and 15 clients. This gave us a good sample set to really derive all the challenges. So while we talked about all the challenges, we talked about all the impacts that we had, we're now going to talk a little bit more about technology and how it has become a catalyst for change. And what we've seen is that security guard firms are faced with challenges that contribute to their overall bottom line. And 2020 really created a situation that companies needed to adapt current people, process, and technologies to ensure that they can keep their doors open. And oftentimes, major economical, physical, or social events act as a catalyst for change, especially in technology adoption. So we took a look at what technology tools are being utilized in 2020. While technology adoption is typically a slow evolution for many organizations, catalyst events often uncover the need to adapt operations with the technology focus faster. Due to a number of these types of events in 2020, more and more supervisors have begun to operate remotely, and there are typically fewer guards on site at any given time. In fact, many of our respondents stated that they have reduced their on-site guard staff to ensure safety and health with an average reduction of 37%. Now, these reductions have driven the need for guard firms to adapt how they manage their operations to be safer and more efficient. Technology is playing a primary role in this adaptation for security operations and how clients interact with security. The survey found that 80% of our respondents use some type of software to manage their operations. It's actually up from 10% from last year's report, which is a positive indicator of some growth in technology adoption. Technology usage continues to be split between true workforce management solutions that help manage operations and more common tools like spreadsheets and emails. Companies that are embracing technology need to look at their operations and determine how to maximize their efficiency. While spreadsheets are a familiar tool for most people, they don't offer the level of visibility and control offered by tailored workforce management software, in which companies were going to need as the world starts to operate more remotely. Within the subset of respondents that use technology to drive their security operations, 75% said that they are using mobile solutions to manage their team. This is an encouraging statistic, as mobile solutions are a key technology for the deskless worker. With security officers on the move for most of their shifts, the need to have real-time connection to their activities becomes a key component in visibility control and operations. Factoring in the trends of increased remote supervisors and decreased on-site resources, technology plays a major role in maintaining strong connection with field ops. Now, here's just a brief summary of kind of what mobile is primarily used for within these operations. Obviously, the first one and most foremost is punch in, punch out. Mobile solutions can provide a quick and effective means for tracking time, especially when you have native GPS and geolocation abilities. Shifts can be automatically start as the officers come within range of the site. Push notifications become immensely valuable for real-time communication, and they help teams get notified about important details directly on their device. This makes communication more effective when remotely operating multiple locations. The next one's incident management, and one of the most important factors in recording incidents is the visual context of that incident. Mobile solutions allow for photo and video submissions, and reports can be recorded on location, so it saves the time and hassle of typing in reports from a back-office computer. Supervisors and clients also get immediate notification when incidents occur, which allows for faster response times. And ensuring that officers are making rounds properly is important, and mobile solutions allow officers to scan checkpoints and relay information in real time. This lets supervisors that are operating remotely see what their on-site resources are doing and helps them demonstrate to the clients that checkpoints are properly inspected. Much like push notifications, post orders can be an important piece of communication that cannot be delayed. This critical communication provides a means to not only get important security intelligence to the field, but also ensures that officers acknowledge and receive orders. Of course, in 2020, adapting to changing schedules and additional work is part of that new normal, and having the ability to post shift offers and swap shifts is a good way to ensure that Shifts are being fulfilled and no work is left without an officer on site. Officers can simply use their mobile device to pick up additional work or exchange shifts with others if they need to. Now, with the last one here, many guard firms that are reducing their on-site staff to ensure proper distancing, safety, and health, well, lone worker protection becomes a key tool that can improve operations. The technology has come a long way to ensure that not only can officers use push-to-talk capabilities, but also send out automatic alerts if a device is dropped, a checkpoint is missed, or a check-in is missed. This gives supervisors another set of eyes, if you will, on their staff to ensure that officers are not only active, but safe at their post. Well, the majority of respondents had a very broad scope of the technology used in their business. There's some new tech that's beginning to evolve and emerge for businesses in this new normal. Thermal tech has been around for a while now, but with the need to ensure temperatures are recorded and keep the safety and security of facilities from potential infection, these thermal devices, whether they're cameras, videos, and scanners, are getting more and more attention in the field. Similarly, we're seeing some investment in remote video monitoring systems, some with really intricate, intelligent data analysis. When you start to reduce your on-site resources for health and safety purposes, you look to intelligence to monitor areas, predict potential high-risk events and locations, and then proactively place response plans based on the data. Another interesting piece of tech that is not so much as the tech itself, but the way in which security is turning it into action. The consumer smart doorbells and security systems are actually able to collect information and have been a huge deterrent for years now. Some security firms are actually looking to leverage this data, say like in a gated community, to create digital neighborhood watch that will identify suspicious behavior and relay that information to security officers on patrol. Using the data from the community to help protect is leading the way in big data as a security measure. And with that, my 5 minutes are more than up. That wraps up our series on the 2020 benchmark report. If you're interested in downloading the full report, you can do so in the link below, or you can visit thinkcurity.com for great information on the security industry. Thank you and have a great day.